When I got my Patton S, I was psyched. My last wheel was the Commander Mini, and they are basically the same specs-wise. I really love that Mini, and I am sure the buyer is enjoying that beloved wheel. As a mostly seated rider, I did not want to ride my Patton S without a seat. I ordered from Grizzlypads, but was quite disappointed to hear it would take about 3 weeks. I was quite surprised how high in demand the Patton S seat is because they were out of stock. I set out to make my own DIY seat while waiting. Looking around the web, I saw DIY mods using a Suron seat and bull bars, roof racks, roll cages for ATV and trucks. The Amazon link for these roll cages is in the description. The Suron seat mod looked clean and fit well with the Patton S aesthetic, but the main disadvantage was it completely blocked the screen display. I then had to come out with my own seat mod. So I'm making the DIY seat from my Patton S. This is my old stock seat from the InMotion V13, which I never used because I had bought some Clark pads setup with the whole system. So I never used it. It sat in the box for a couple of years. I just need a base to connect this. So I cut it just right. Here's my tools that I used. What will happen is I'm going to put screws here. This will be Velcroed in, and it's going to form a tight fit. And let's see how this will come out. Right? We have this portion. And here's a piece of wood. So I'm just going to connect it here, like that. So this piece of wood is going to rest on the metal part here. So by my sitting on it, it's not going to put any wear and tear on the screws. So now I just have to put holes here. I just pre-drilled some holes in here so it will not crack when I start putting in the screws. You go. Nice 2-inch screws. This is about 1/4 inch, this piece of metal. So literally 1 3/4 inches into the wood. Right there, buddy. Oh yeah. There you go, buddy. You go. Look at that. Shit. Oh, look at this. See that? Now, there'll be a gap, right? You want that gap because you don't want it pressing down on this button, this trolley button. So I have here some yoga foam. So I'll cut just the right thickness. There you go. I'm just going to glue this part. So let's see how this looks. I'm going to let this dry and then we'll take a look in the near future. So once that yoga foam has completely dried and very stuck to this wood, I also put a piece of Velcro right over here, all the way here, and same on the other side, to just make it look professional looking. So this is what it looks like from the back. There's a clamp there in the back, which I'll explain later. The wood was painted black to blend with the color of the Patton. And then here is a little handle so that I won't accidentally grab onto this. So basically I can lift it up very easily. There's a piece of Velcro there for attachment. And look how professional and clean looking it looks. It avoids the button when you press down. And there's a clamp here, which I made from a door pull by heating it up and making it more malleable, I was able to make it a certain way so it would fit in with the roll bar that I had purchased from Amazon. It was able to make it fit through the screws. I didn't have to use another screw. So this mini grab bar prevents me from accidentally lifting this and then ripping the seat up. So when I'm closing the seat after having used a trolley handle, it's very easy to just hold on to this. Or in the park mode, as I'm lifting up the seat, I won't accidentally grab onto this. So it's another mini grab bar. So as I was testing this out, I noticed that the seat can be kind of squishy because the InMotion seat had a trolley handle here. So what I did, I made my own custom-made foam to fit into this mold, into this gap, to give the seat some stability. It becomes a lot more firm and less give when you sit down. This seat mod looks great cosmetically wise. I am quite impressed how it came out. As for form wise, in switching from standing to seated and reverse, there were no hindrances or discomfort at all. The seat felt firm and secure during the transitions. I am still getting used to the ergonomics of the Patton S itself. In addition, being still traumatized from my injury several months back and healing quite well, I did not want to do too many aggressive things such as switching stances on the road. I rode this seat around and put it through the test when making turns around the corner, as well as when doing carving motions. The InMotion seat felt quite comfortable and really well secured the whole time. There were no moments when I felt like the seat would fall off. Highly doubt that, since I secured the seat not only with Velcro, but also with the 2 screws. I can easily see the display, and even the tiny little metal pull I installed at the front did not block my view of the screen at all. So if you don't want to spend $100 to $150 for a seat, try this mod out. The bull bars was $9, piece of wood, paint and Velcros and screws are dirt cheap at about $15. If you have a seat you are not using and not necessarily the InMotion V13, you can use that too. By the way, you can get the V13 seat for about $52 on AliExpress. Total cost without the seat is about $25. What a bargain! Now comes the test at high speed in the seated position. I only went about 35 miles per hour here, and the seat really held up well. This DIY seat mod can be used too for both the Lynx and Oryx, as well as any other EUCs with grab bars. Turning at high speed felt comfortable using the seat too. Well, I hope you liked this DIY seat video. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I give this Patton S mod seat an A. Thanks for watching. Until next time.